society is whack. I think there's really two things that my mind is set to right now, and that is that there's this concept of what society should be and what people think society should be. And this concept is just a concept. It's just a made-up word or a made-up definition of what people think society should be, and everyone has their own interpretation. The government skews that in many ways. They have a lot of power over what people see or the laws that people have to follow or how people should live their life. And then two is there is so much happening in this world with social media, with the growth and expansion of technology, with how many people are in this world. I mean, the numbers are just going up drastically, and not just in population, but there's more items than ever. There's more random gadgets that most people don't even need in their life. But I think these two things, the false concept, the false motivation of how we should work together, and then how fast things are moving. And that's kind of what I want to get completely away from. Another reason why I want to leave society, live out in the boons, and just thrive off of the energy that this RV gives is because my mind is a very tricky place, and I'm still trying to figure out who I am, where my place is in this world, how I think, why I think what I think. And yeah, but long story short is I have a lot of empathy, I have a lot of care for people, for literally every creature on this planet. I feel the hurt of people, I feel the pain that people go through, and I want to help, I want to teach, I want to learn from everyone. Why I'm leaving society, why I wish to leave society, why I hope that I can leave society while traveling around in my RV, while living down by the river. I wish to kind of reset these conditioned thoughts that I grew up thinking, that I grew up around. And I wish to create a place for myself in this world. Now, a long time ago, a really wise friend of mine told me that the first step at realizing anything in your life is to realize your place in this world. Now, I realize a few things. I love to help people. I love to learn and grow and teach. I love being outside. I love making music, making sound. I love writing and reading. But all these things together, or just one at a time, don't really show me my true place in this world. And so that's step one, is find my true place in this world. And by taking a step back, it allows me to create something that is solely mine, without any motivation, without any outside help or inspiration, but to give myself the opportunity to be completely inspired by myself every single day. Like I've been saying, there's so many opportunities that open up when I live on the road, when I live out of my car and not just staying in one little town or one little place or one little job, but that I'm always moving around, always experiencing new things. And this gives me the opportunity to really, like I've been saying, step back and really understand myself a lot better. To be a part of something bigger than yourself that this earth is. We're all just a part of this earth. We're all just living here together. There's nothing that, we need to do with our life. There's nothing that needs to be going on in our life. We're just a part of this world. We just need to be living. Just be. We're caught up in so much, random stuff that we don't want to be a part of, but there's a bigger picture out there, and it's called life, and it's going on every minute, whether we want to forget about it or not. So I just really enjoy being a part of this life, having the opportunity to be alive, because that's even a miracle in itself. So this gives me an opportunity to take a step back from all of that and really give myself the time and space to do what I need to do. So the first thing I want to talk about, I guess, is this false concept that people have on the world and society and communities. Society is literally just, a bunch of people living together, working together, and building something so that everyone can survive. So if you've ever read the book The Lord of the Flies, it's basically a representation of society. It's basically a bunch of kids who are thrown onto an island and have to survive together, and trust me, they don't survive together very well. But it's a representation of society in the way that it's how they work together, it's how they try to survive together and do things together in a small community in order to grow, in order to make life there more pleasant, in order to get off the island. Now, this is kind of how society works, is we're all just thrown here on this earth and we have to make things work out. But basically, in our new age of technology growth, of the media growth, of being able to be connected with every inch of this planet, and this kind of thing for society puts so many ideas into our mind, puts millions and billions of ideas into our mind, maybe even every single day. Every single day we're crossed with so much information about what society should be, about how we should be scared of our neighbors, about whatever it is. We're put with so many different conflicting ideas into our mind every single day. It's very tough to live in this kind of society, because where do you even start? Where do you even find your values and your morals and what you truly believe in and who you truly are if every single day those values and morals are corrupted because you saw something on the news or you saw something flipping through Facebook or Instagram? And this is one thing that I really need to just step back from. A little insight on what I go through and what I'm kind of talking about here, as far as how my mind can be skewed in different ways, how it can be motivated, inspired, or despired to do things. I'm a very inspired person. I see something and I want to go do it. I think of something, I think of an idea or a concept, and I strive to shoot past the stars, to just figure it out, to get to the bottom of things, to get answers that lead to more questions and more answers. And I'm a very motivated person by myself. I'm very inspired to do things, to go out and do the things that I love to do. However, when I'm around a lot of people in a society setting, say work, say just going out shopping, just in your home life with your families or your friends, I get all these different motivations and energy forces and inspirations from different people. Maybe it's I want to be like them, or it's I don't want to be like them. Energy forces set limits. I'm put into a box where it's like, okay, this is my high point because that person had the high point, or it's this is the low point because this person had the low point. So I'm put into this box of the sidelines are kind of, this is how they got there, this is the struggles they got to the top, and the bottom is the same thing. This is where they got away from that, or this is where they're at now, and the sidelines are how they got to the bottom now. But it puts limits on things, it puts boundaries on my goals, and that shouldn't be any way how people live their lives if they have goals and dreams and aspirations that they want to achieve. Yes, everyone is a teacher. You can learn something from anyone. So say you want to shoot photography and you go on YouTube, or you talk to your best friend, or you go on take classes at college or online. Those are all just boundaries. That's stepping stones, how they got to the top. But there's so much that is outside the box that they're not telling you, because they put it into a boundary type format so that they can teach it. And I think that is beautiful, but also if you have goals and aspirations, it can be such a detriment to your goals, to who you are, to what you want to achieve. Because I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm aimed towards a destiny, a opportunity that gives me the chance to look truly deep within myself and understand myself and understand what I want out of myself and what I can become and what I truly believe in and what I truly want from life. And it's very tough for me to do that with society, with being a part of society. And this is where I'm at. By myself, there's no limits, there's no box, there's no boundaries at all. I shoot for the stars, I blow right past them, and I figure out my own ways to achieve things, to accomplish my goals. This opportunity right here, this beautiful opportunity right here, gives me the chance to shoot for the stars and never look back. The second thing I want to talk to you about is, yes, life is moving so fast. Technology is moving so fast. I always relate it to video games. And this book, Ready Player One, they just made a movie about it. The movie's pretty good, but if you haven't, check out the book. But that is where the world is going. We are all gonna hate our lives so much that we need to find a different realm, a different society to be a part of. Man, it all starts within. It all starts here. Learning who we truly are so that we can go out there in the communities and be the best that we can be. We can add the most skill, the most depth to our communities and make it thrive, make everyone happier because we all are doing the best that we can. But with things moving so fast, like I was talking about the media and the influences on society, we learn new things every single day. We have the opportunity to look up on our cell phones every single day something new. If we don't know something, we can just look it up. And this, I feel like, is moving us backwards. We're not in touch with ourselves. We're not in touch with our sixth sense, which is feeling, which is emotion, which is understanding the way the world works, because we are a part of the world. We're getting farther and farther away from this world. And I've said it many times, but say it again, having this RV allows me to slow down, allows me to be more in touch with the world and with what I actually want to do with my life. I mean, literally, I can't even go over 65 miles per hour. And so driving down the freeway, I am very careful, I'm very cautious. I have to take it all in. I have to enjoy my surroundings. If not, then man, it takes me so long to get from point A to point B. So why try to rush that? A good friend of mine said, when you're on vacation, why do you want to rush that? Vacation is a time for you to slow down, to relax, to calm your mind, to be at peace with yourselves, to just be. And that's how I want this to be at all times. And so it gives me that opportunity to not just step back and observe and understand from my own perspective, but to slow down to the time of the world. We are moving so fast that we're moving so far away from this earth. We're living in a different realm already through, the interweb, through our cell phones, through media, through these platforms. But Earth will always be here. We will always be a part of this earth. We are always one with everything, no matter what. No matter if we want to be or not, no matter if we try to indulge every second of our life in video games, we always have to come back to reality and live upon it. And that is why I want to leave society. That is why I want to be a part of this earth and be a part of this world, and be a better me, so that when I do join a community, when I do try to help the world in the biggest way that I can, whether that be in sound healing or therapy, psychology, teaching, whatever it may be, I want to be ready. I want to be ready. Thanks for listening to this. This is why I chose and am choosing and hope to leave society. Not for good, but until I can figure out, who I am, what I want to do in this world, and yeah, it's all happening.